So, looks we're live. Awesome. So, zuerst auf Deutsch. Herzlich willkommen. Schön, dass ihr alle da seid. Schön für alle, die jetzt gerade zuschauen. Und ich sehe, wir haben schon Live-Zuschauer. Die meisten, die jetzt zuschauen, dürften mich wahrscheinlich kennen. Benita Königbauer. Ich bin der Kopf von profitfirstprofessionals.de, also der deutschsprachigen Niederlassung. Und ich habe heute einen ganz besonderen Gast. Welcome, Ron.
Thank you,
Ron
Benita.
Saharyan. Ron Saharyan is the partner of Mike Michalowicz in the USA. He is the CEO of Profit First Professional worldwide. And so he's kind of my boss. And I have the honor and the privilege to have him as my personal mentor as well in growing and leading Profit First Professionals DE, so the German branch of Profit First Professionals, German speaking branch. It's Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And yeah, we were talking and we found out, so we're looking back on 10 years. Profit First Professionals. What a journey.
What a journey. Benita, first off, thank you so much for being a part of what we have going on. I remember 2014, 15, when, Mike and I were releasing the book and, we found ourselves on the phone on a call, and here we are almost 10 years later, still eradicating entrepreneurial poverty. So well done.
Yes, that is, it has been, from my side, it has been such an exciting journey. And for sure, it transformed my life tremendously in all different areas. And that's why I wanted to talk with you today, to everyone who's interested or at the fence of becoming a Profit First Professional, thinking about how would this look like? What do I have to expect becoming a Profit First Professional? What will happen in my life? Would I even like that?
Right.
So who should I ask if not you? Because you're looking on several hundreds of Profit First Professionals that over the last 10 years, I don't know how many these are already. And so for sure, there's something that every journey, no matter where in the world and no matter on how, what profession you do have, if you are an accountant, if you are a bookkeeper, if you are a business coach, there are things we all have in common and we experience in common. And I would so love to hear what are your observations of that. And everyone who's looking right now, please feel free to ask your questions in the chat, comment in the chat. I will try to host the chat while Ron is vision casting for you. And please feel free to ask in German if you want to. I will translate for Ron, and we'll try to translate the answer later for you and post it in the comments so you have the answer in German in your personal language.
So one of the things I've learned over the past 10 years of working with accounting firms, bookkeeping firms, and financial coaches in, I'll say 40 to 50 different countries, one thing remains consistently the same. And that is, we want to help our customers more. We want to run better businesses ourselves. 3, we want to stand out from the competition. So those are 3 primary things that I've noticed that all business owners want within the world. What I've also noticed is that the accounting world is more open to change than I thought. Okay. You think of traditional accountants not adapting, but that's not true. Accountants are learning new skills, new technologies, new laws every single day. But what I've also learned is that they put their company second, not first. They put their customers first, and that's okay. But what's happening is that their businesses are starting to get away from them. So accounting firms come to you, Benita, they come to me because they're probably at the point where they know what they want to do more of, and they know what they no longer want to do. They want to wrap their arms around their company, pull it back in. They want to streamline their services. They want to eliminate services that they don't enjoy doing. And they want to emphasize what they enjoy doing more of. Okay.
Oh, how much I love that.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
so generally, the life cycle of a profit first professional is ongoing. Okay.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is that generally, this is how it works. Okay. The first 2 years, it's generally, hey, Ron, help me learn this. Help me implement it in my business. Help me experience it. Help me really get good at it. Help me introduce this to my customers. Help me price this. Help me wrap my arms around the services and get more clarity myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's building. So we're kind of building at this stage. It takes about 1 year to 2 years. And then after that, it's usually, hey, Ron, while I love my customers, I want to get my staff more involved. I want to grow. I want to systematize. I want to stand out from the competition more. I want to stop working in the business and really start managing the business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So that's about 2 years. Now we're on the growth path of profit first. Then after that, which is about a couple of years, it's, hey, Ron, help me make more and do nothing. Okay. This is where we're redesigning the business so that you can take a 4-week total digital disconnect. And
Mm-hmm.
so what happens to the firm? The firm, when they first start, it's confusing. It's new. It's not as easy as you think it's going to be,
Yeah.
but you're going to get through it. One, the first thing you're going to experience is relief. Relief that you actually are working with a coaching organization that's going to help make a difference to your bottom line, not only by introducing a system, but also a community.
Yeah.
A community where a rising tide lifts all boats. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you get a community is important. Branding, differentiation is also
Mhm.
important. You're very selective in who is going to be allowed into the Profit First membership. Not
Yeah.
everybody is selected for various different reasons. So you would be one of the select few.
Yeah.
So now what's happening is that you have clarity on what you're building now. Okay. You have a plan. We're raising your prices. We're streamlining your service offerings. Okay. There's clarity now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're working together. You're actually coaching your customers. They're sending you emails saying how glad they are that you introduced Profit First to them a year ago. You're looking
Mm-hmm.
at your bank accounts growing. Okay. You're probably adding more bank accounts. You're realizing, wow, why
For
haven't
sure
I
you
done
do.
this in the past? All right. You're loving it. You're finally paying yourself consistently. You're minimizing your expenses. You're translating this experience to a few of your customers. Some
Mhm.
of them are getting it. You're also still figuring it out yourself, right?
Yeah.
Business challenges are happening in your business. Business challenges are happening in your customers' businesses. You're working with a team of profit first professionals in Germany, in America, in Canada, in Australia, all helping and solving similar problems,
Yeah.
right? You're building friendships. The
Mm.
conversations with your customers are thoughtful, meaningful.
Yeah.
Okay. They're praising you. They're bragging about you. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? Your customers are bragging about you.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're about 2-3 years into this. Now you're like, oh man, I've got to grow more. Now you're hiring. We're helping you
Mhm.
hire. Now you don't want to sell your business.
Yeah.
because now you're actually have designed the business with your purpose, with your vision and your mission. And
Yeah.
so people think that they're coming to us for certification.
Hmm.
This is not certification. Certification's the launch phase. You could
Yeah.
read the book and become certified. But the beauty of membership is that you're getting everything that's below the waterline. The
Yes.
book is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You're
It is.
getting everything else. You're getting the cumulative knowledge of 10 years of trial and error, of implementation in everything from startups to $100 million businesses and everything in between. You're
Yes.
getting
I always
all
say
that.
it's like what the work of a profit first professional begins where the book ends.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. But it all starts with you,
Yeah.
right? It starts with the firm. Okay. We want to make sure that you're experiencing it, that we're designing your business with you so that you could live that lifestyle. Once you're living that lifestyle, you can translate exactly what you're doing in your businesses and apply it to your customers' businesses.
Yes.
They don't
Yes.
care what book you're reading. They want to know what you're doing in your business to live that lifestyle, right or wrong.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Because they see us solving problems, or we are talking about, let let's face it, an accountant or a bookkeeper or a financial coach is a business owner as every other business owner. We face our problems, we face our challenges, we face
Yeah.
our mindset blocks, and all of that stuff. We're going through the same stuff our clients do.
Yes.
So we're solving that. And now we can tell them, so I did figure out this. Now it works for me. Would you like to hear how I'm doing this? Would you
Right.
like to solve it yourself?
And the beauty is Profit First is a growth tool. It's
Yeah.
not just a fix it tool, it's a growth tool.
Yeah.
Done properly, it will create a greater EBITDA. It will allow you to know when to hire and how much you can afford to hire. It'll
Even
keep your
prepare for hiring.
Yes, and prepare for hiring and prepare for expansion and for all of these great things. It's not just a fix it type
Yeah.
of tool, right? But so learning to be a profit first professional, right? It's the opportunity for the accountants to actually share what they've learned over their time as a professional, right? And but being a profit first certified firm does is takes you out of that proverbial box,
Yeah.
right? If somebody says, "Hey, Benita, what do you do for a living?" and you say, "Well, I'm a tax professional," automatically we're putting you in a box. We
Yeah.
assume we know what you do. Same thing if you say you're a soccer player, a piano player, a marketing person,
A janitor.
a janitor, right? And
Yeah.
accounting firms spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars to marketing agencies to help them differentiate themselves from everybody else.
Yeah.
But they're using the same words. Everybody's on the cloud. Everybody has a tech stack. Everybody provides financials. Everybody is timely. Everybody is accurate. Everybody can introduce tax savings. What are you actually doing that's different?
Yeah.
Right.
That is.
And so that's what business owners want to see. What is the business advice that you're going to be giving me to help me grow my business?
Yeah. Yeah.
Business advice, not in addition to financial tax and accounting advice.
Yeah. Yeah. So the positioning as a tax professional or an accountant or bookkeeper or stuff, this is the positioning like a history teacher. So
Yeah.
we're telling you what happened in your business and how that evolves in a text sheet. And so, so what we're doing as a profit first professional is we're shifting the focus from the history of the business to the future of the business. So we actually get to design the
Yes.
things we find in the bookkeeping later. Normally, we see things that happened in the business afterwards. Probably we see, oh, I would have done this different if I only knew that earlier.
Profit first is a
Every
front
day.
windshield approach to cash flow management. It's
Yes.
a system that resides between financials, which you just said are historical documents.
Yeah.
They tell what happened, and forecasting, which are
Yeah.
hopes and dreams. Profit first is the most neglected business system of all time, and it resides between financials and forecasting.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to miss any of that. So
No.
you have to have the history in place to
Yes.
actually have a good basis for the future. But as accountants, we often do not get to the point where we even can talk about the future with our clients, because they're talking about the future with different people, like business advisors or people where we see the invoices in the bookkeeping later, that they turn to another person to talk about their future. And that is what is different if you are a perfect profit first professional,
Right.
because they know they can turn to you. They start discussing their future, their plans, their visions with you. So
Yeah.
you
And
can
remember,
help them to make them happen.
and membership, your membership is not just all about profit first. It's all about helping the members grow great businesses,
Yes.
to help them architect their businesses, to not only eliminate the pains, but achieve the wants. That's the missing element. Most accountants and bookkeepers are trying to fix the pain. Where is it bleeding? How do we stop this? How do we, prevent this from happening again? Great.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also want the other side of the coin. Help
Yeah.
me grow. How do I know when I can hire? How do I know when I can expand? How do I know, that all these variables? If I have too much inventory, right? Should I be diversified? Do I have enough insurance?
Yeah.
What does my net worth look like? Am I, set up properly?
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
a lot of business owners need a quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
somebody that can, take control and help them, because they're so focused on growing their business that they don't see all the opportunity and the missed opportunity and also the issues.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so the whole relationship we have with our clients
Changes.
completely shifts. That is what I experienced over the last 10 years when we were working with the clients. The focus completely shifts. That
Yeah,
doesn't
they look up.
evaluate.
Yeah, the change is that they no longer look at you as a commodity. They put
Yeah.
you on a pedestal and look up to you and ask you questions, versus saying, you know what? I'm going to go to somebody else because they're €5 cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Because actually what we are doing as tax professionals is that we try to compete with the other with the other tax people or bookkeepers on, we are faster, we're nicer, we are cheaper, whatever, but we're just trying to do something better that we are already doing, something better than the others. And that doesn't help us in the long run. In the long run, it is being different than the others.
Different is
What
better.
can I get with you that I cannot get with anyone else in the industry? And if you're looking at 100,000 tax advisors in Germany right now,
Wow.
there are 20 profit first professionals. So that
There's a
is
lot of
really,
market share available out there.
there's a lot of market share available out there. So we
And
have,
you guys support, Germany supports entrepreneurism. They have a lot of great programs. There's a lot of businesses in Germany that
yeah,
need guidance. There's more startups happening in Germany than ever in the past before, everywhere. And right. And so all these businesses are going to need guidance and support. Yes, they're going to need to do the compliance. The compliance is good business. Compliance is good business.
it
But,
is.
but
It
if you
is.
want to make lucrative margins,
Yeah.
then the advising is where it's at. And so
Yeah.
if you don't know what to advise upon, Well, that's where a community helps out. That's where having a true client advisory framework,
Yeah.
right? That's proven, that works, that's got 10 years of success
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah. And to me, actually, looking back, it is, yes, it is about profitability of your
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, but it is also more so about freedom.
Yes.
Gets you
Oh
the
my God.
freedom from the deadlines. It gets you the freedom from the paperwork. The more you get into the advisory role, the more freedom you can execute in your own daily business.
Yes.
You're
One more customer is
Yeah.
not going to solve anybody's problem.
Nope.
That's the thing. One more customer is not going to fix your business.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is an opportunity to redesign your business with purpose. Right. And so, you're right. It's not all about profit, it's
Mhm.
about security, it's about mission,
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah.
Right. What are you doing? Okay. It's about
100%.
giving. Like,
Yeah.
right? And so, it's about giving 10% raises to your staff on an annual basis. It's about profit distributions to your staff on a regular basis. It's
Yeah.
about charity. It's about giving. That's what a well-run, profitable business does for the world.
Yes. Yes. One business profitably set up touches a million of lives. The butterfly effect is,
Yeah.
um,
It's like
I don't even have a word for that.
no, you're right. The true flex, the true strength,
Yeah.
okay, of an organization is, you know, what does their turnover look like?
Mhm.
How profitable are their employees?
Yeah.
Are their employees have the freedom? Are their employees creating the life that they've always wanted? When they do a survey, who is the best boss you ever worked for? Is
Mhm.
your name coming on up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, I hope mine is.
Yeah.
Right. And so this is an opportunity to design or redesign your business first and foremost, okay, to accomplish what you've always wanted to accomplish, to replicate that experience with your customers. And so, yeah, this is a program for those firms that want to be more intimate with their customers. That does
Mhm.
not mean that if you're a visionary that you're going to be saddled to talking to your customers. No, if you want to design your business where you're, the owner and you have everybody else delivering these services, great. If you're tired of wrenching on the engine and you want to focus on hiring, marketing, and operations, well, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
Right. Because too many of us are working on the engine, trying to hire, trying to market, trying to do everything. And we're wondering why we're not going anywhere. It's a
Yeah.
poorly designed business.
Yeah. And it happens to us all.
Yep.
Every
Happened to me.
every single one of us guilty.
Guilty. Me too. Things get out
Absolutely.
of control, right? But
Yeah.
also, as sometimes I see this, Benita. Sometimes
Mhm.
an accounting firm is grooving and grooving and grooving. Everything's going great. Then they look up and holy cow, they're in a rut. They've been too comfortable. They haven't been embracing technology. They've been fighting innovation because they've
Mhm.
been grooving and grooving and grooving, right? They haven't strengthened their mental fortitude to learn new things,
Yeah.
right? So they're
Mhm.
always going to be in that rut. I'm telling the audience, listen, when you're learning new business skills, okay, regardless of its profit first, selling insurance, or any other thing that you're doing, when you're learning a new skill, you have to have the mental fortitude to stick with it.
Yeah.
We quit too early on everything these days. And so becoming a profit first professional, the rewards aren't in the first year.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a longer play. We can't turn your company around in 48 hours, right? But what we
It did
can do,
longer than 48 hours to get
yeah,
where you are.
yeah,
So probably you
exactly.
can change it in 48 hours.
Right. So, depending on what your vision is, our guides will work with you on accomplishing that. Bonita's membership will work with you on helping you design your business. If you don't want to talk to your customers, great. You don't have to talk to your customers. If you want to hire 100 accountants, great. We can help you do that. If you want to hire 5, we can help you do that. Or if you just want to be one awesome accountant and have 20 customers at an average annual investment of 20,000 euros, that's not a bad little business.
Exactly. And it took you 5 years to design my business so I could take on Profit First Professionals Germany.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And
it
you're
took
not
us
you're
5
not
years.
looking to
I
be a
was starting
billionaire.
with a classic tax practice.
Yep.
I didn't even have the time to implement Profit First. So you made me implement Profit First. And then it took us both
I know.
5 years to redesign my practice. And then it was like, because I know you asked me in 2014, hey, we could do Profit First Professionals Germany. And I was like, yeah, but when? and so in 2019, you had me exactly where you wanted me to have and where I wanted to be, that I could say, okay, my tax practice is working, it's running, it's building, I'm out of the daily business. Let's do this. Let's get it started. And that's what opens up for you if you're changing small steps one at a time. But the
Yeah.
compound effect of all these little steps one at a time, they actually bring you to the point where you have exactly the freedom you want. I
Yeah.
could have told you, no, we don't do that. I'm just enjoying my freedom now. But I'm much more enjoying multiplying this freedom to other tax advisor
Yeah.
practices, helping you out there to redesign your practice so you can go out there and redesign your clients' businesses.
And we get this, offering profit first is not everybody's cup of tea. Not
Yeah,
everybody wants to offer cash flow or profit consulting. That's
no,
fine. We're looking for the contrarians. We're looking for accountants and bookkeepers that are on the frontier, right?
yeah,
We're looking for those that want to challenge the status quo, the ones that say, I'm not your typical accountant, Ron, right?
yeah.
That's what we're looking for. We're looking for those firms that are looking to innovate, looking to be different, to stand out from the competition and really, really help out. Not to say that, if you're just looking to survive, we can't help you. We absolutely can. But this is a program for those that want to grow. This is a program for those that want to offer an advisory service. This is a program for those that want to rebuild, reshape their company with the guidance and expertise that they probably wish they had in the beginning.
Yes. So that's one of this is the only complaint actually in 10 years of doing Profit First. The only complaint I ever heard about Profit First. Why didn't I know this earlier?
Right. And many of you watching this video have the book, but
Yeah.
haven't read it. Some of
Yeah.
you have read it, but haven't done anything. Shame
Yeah.
on you. Right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Here's the key. Here's a Ferrari. Okay. Here's how you drive the Ferrari. Okay. Oh, but you don't, your business is so different. Get out of here. I've worked with thousands upon thousands of companies in countless countries. Get
Mhm.
over yourself. Your business is not that different. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if Gigi in Angola, Africa can implement profit first and be successful, if the $100 million company in Beverly Hills can implement it, if the $50 million company in Texas manufacturing company, if every single accounting firm on this planet that's a profit first professional can experience it, why can't your business? If you're sick and tired of the same thing going on and on and on, and you're expecting a different result, but you're not doing anything differently,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. That's exactly the thing. We just have to make a decision if we want to do the same as we did before, which is totally okay. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with doing what you have ever done. If it works, of course, if it doesn't work, it's okay as well. But I would wish that for you.
Well,
um,
listen, to me,
yeah.
honestly, Benita, there's a lot of average firms out there.
Mhm.
Anybody calls me average, that's a slap in the face. Okay.
Yes.
So are you running an average accounting firm?
Yeah.
Right? If you shake your accounting firm up and spit it out, does it look like everybody else is? Is there any differentiation going on? Right? Don't pull the wool over your own eyes, right? Be honest
Mhm.
with yourself. Look in
Yeah.
the mirror. Are you really running the best business you could be? Right?
Yeah.
Do you need the help, but you're afraid to ask for it? Do you not have, are you too cheap to invest in yourself?
Yeah.
Right? If you're too cheap to invest in yourself, well, then, it is what it is. Okay. But
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm seeing a lot of tax practice owners right now really, really struggling with team, getting the right people on the right seats, competing with the bigger firms that probably have all the benefits up and down the line,
you know,
and those. And
Benita, I'm going to interrupt you. I know where you're going with this. And it's an excuse. It's an excuse. You guys are making excuses for yourself. We do not have a hiring problem. You have a cultural problem in your business. You have a business problem. Okay. You don't have a hiring problem. You have a business problem. You can't retain your employees. You don't have enough meat on the bone to give raises. Okay. You're too busy working on the clients to be developing your staff. No
Mhm.
one wants to work with you. Okay. You can't find anybody. You can't pay anybody. You don't have a hiring problem. You have a business problem, people.
Mhm.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And do you see, audience, do you see now what Ron does not let you get away with? So I
No.
made all the excuses over the last 10 years working with Ron. I tried to make all the excuses, but he doesn't let me get away with that because he knows I can do better.
Yeah. And you are. And
I know
everybody else
you
can
can do
too.
better. Mhm.
Yeah.
And
So
that's exactly, it's just a decision away, just a decision of how you want to go on with your business, with your practice. There's nothing wrong if you decide to go on like you did before. There's nothing wrong with
no,
that. But if you feel like that can't be it, that can't be everything I ever
got to
achieved,
be more out there.
there gotta be more out there. If that's in you, I challenge you to actually consider to change something. If it's Profit First Professionals, awesome. I'd love to talk to you. If it's something else, I'm happy if we could inspire you to think something else today.
Here's the call to action too.
Yeah.
Everybody listening should open up a personal development account.
Yeah.
Okay. Every business owner should have a personal development account available. Selfishly, I want everybody to use it on me. All
Yeah.
right. And Benita. But if not, at least you have the funds available to learn, to develop a different skill set, to go to a conference, to learn a language, to better yourself. So, if
Mhm.
anything, guys, make
Yes.
it personally about you. Open up a personal development account so you can further yourself.
And I would like to add to that. If you're thinking now, it's not about the money because I can pay for all that. Use that personal development account to buy back the time to actually do that. That
Yes.
time is all about money in the business context.
Yes. And
If you got the money, you have the time. You can buy your time back.
yeah. And if you're happy, great. What does your staff look like?
Yeah.
Right? Chances. So if you have turnover, lots of turnover, if you can't hire people, if no one's good enough for you, you don't have a hiring problem. You have a business problem, and it's probably you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Awesome. Ron, I'm so happy that we talked today.
Yeah.
For those with a team, I know you have had hints on that. So if you're a solo practitioner, perfect. You can become a profit first professional yourself. You can experience all of that personally with your clients. So no one
Yeah.
says you cannot do it yourself if you love to do it. But if you have a team and you feel like, yes, this could be a service I would like to provide, how does it look like? to join Profit First professionals as a team. So how can you leverage your team as a Profit First professional?
Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody, I look at this as a firm membership organization. Yes, there's going to be a champion of Profit First, but everybody should be involved in the initiative. Meaning, if this is going to help you stand out from the competition, well, then your staff should know why. If you're going to be selling this and actually, applying it, your staff should become certified, right? If you're growing a company and you have staff, well, they're going to need to be educated. Let's get them involved. And so Profit First isn't just for the smaller firms. I mean, we have firms that are 10 million, $30 million in turnover, right? Doing all this stuff. And so, some of our larger firms, they'll have a treasury management department. And that's what Profit First is. It's treasury management for smaller companies, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
And for the very small companies, the Profit First professional is the CFO that the big companies have.
I would say the controller.
Yeah.
I'd say more the controller, because they're in it. They're also helping with systems. They're also helping with guidance. They're also in it. So over here, it's more like the controller. There's the misuse of CFO over here. Everybody's a CFO.
Oh, okay.
And quite honestly, very few people actually are. But it's a nice high level buzzword. But in reality, most of the end users of Profit First need an awesome controller, somebody that can control the cash flow, has awareness of it, the ebbs and flows, clarity, systems, processes, can help set with good sound business decisions. If you're looking for that, hire a Profit First professional. If you are that and you want to do more of that, well, then become a Profit First professional.
Yeah. And if you have someone who's an accountant and a bookkeeper, so if you are a business owner listening to this right now and your accountant or your bookkeeper is not offering Profit First yet, tell them they should check us out. Tell them they should contact me or Ron.
Yeah.
In the matter where they are sitting. If they're in the German-speaking market, it's easier probably to contact me. If they're anywhere else in the world, because we're streaming worldwide right now.
Yeah. And that's the beauty.
If you're somewhere else in the world, ask Ron. Just contact us. Just ask us. We get in touch with your accountant, your bookkeeper, and we help them become a Profit First professional. That's how it happened to me.
Yep.
So I started as a Profit First professional. Now I'm licensing and certifying Profit First professionals in Germany. But that's actually how it all started.
Yeah. Yep.
And we have Profit First professionals that come to us because a client actually gave them the book. A client told them about Profit First, and then they were checking it out. And then they feel like, okay, but this is not only this client who's interested and needing Profit First as a guiding system for their future, to design their future.
And also, you introduce people, right? You introduce businesses to certified Profit First firms.
Yes, we do that. So you can get a Profit First professional from us, or you can help someone become a Profit First professional, or you can become a Profit First professional yourself. Just
do it.
You just have to ask us. Just have to contact us and we get the next steps going. So do we have any questions? You have last seconds to put in any questions in the chat if you want to. If you want to say something, if you want to comment something. I have a question about how the pricing of Profit First professional services looks like. I will answer this question in the chat later because it's special for, no, it's not special because we're doing worldwide. We have guidelines worldwide about that, but you're not fixed on it because actually there are best practices to price Profit First in every area of business. It makes a difference if we have a business with a turnover of I don't know the
pricing curriculum
with the revenue of several millions, and we have special best practices for clients who have probably 200,000 euro. So this is a difference, and we have these best practices. So if you need help with the pricing, of course, we help our community with the pricing.
Yeah, and pricing is subjective, right? Some of our members that work with multi-million-dollar companies they're charging more than those firms that are working with sub 500, 250,000 turnover
Yes, of
companies.
course. And
Like, what do you want to work
that's
with?
interesting stuff because we can actually seeing what our client has in real revenue. We
Yeah.
can actually tell them when our invoice, our bill will be paid by our own work. So we just make the money, they pay to us.
Yeah.
That's very elegant. Not every tax accountant can, or bookkeeper can say they
Right.
pay their own invoices. So the return on invest is obvious to our clients
Yeah.
the moment we calculate what we're actually doing in the first 3 months with them.
Yeah, we did a survey a couple of
Mhm.
years ago, and on average, the profit first professional firm within their first year, their top line increases something close to 22%. But more importantly, is that the resulting focus and clarity results in a 26% more available cash to the business owner. And so
Mhm.
while that may not be your case, but it's the average case out there.
Yeah.
So, it's not all about top line. It's all about what are you putting in your pocket? What is more available for you?
Yeah. And now I just got the perfect question for you, Ron.
Okay.
And Thomas, I don't know if you know what you're in for because that's the OB Ron pep talk. How do you tell your client that it's not enough to read the book? What is the benefit of working with a profit first professional? Ron,
Yeah.
it's
So,
yours.
so here's the thing. Okay. You never want to lead with, hey, I'm a certified profit first professional. Read this book. It's awesome. I'm doing it in my business. I'm certified in it. You should do it too. Okay. No one's going to read the book, right? So if we're just starting a relationship and say it's Benita and I'm shopping for accounting services and I really loved everything that Benita said. And she said, oh, by the way, Ron, here's a book. I'd love for you to be certified. I'm certified in it. Read it, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to look at it. I don't care, big deal. Okay. Now, if Benita said, hey, Ron, I've noticed that you haven't been paying yourself consistently. Your expenses are out of control and you're not profitable. And then said, would you be interested in knowing the methodology I use in my own firm to ensure that I'm paying myself, to ensure that I'm profitable, to ensure that my expenses are in control? Yes, of course. Right? I want to know what Benita is doing in her business. Thomas, I want to know what you're doing in your business, not what you're reading, regardless if that's regardless if that's right or wrong. You're the experts. I
Yeah.
want to know what you're doing. So then what Benita and I would say is, well, awesome, Thomas. Well, the first thing I do is a financial report. We need to understand what is the real money that we actually have to run the business. Okay. We create a financial report that shows us what is the percentage that's going out, what's the percentage that's going in your pocket. And by the way, it's called a blueprint, a profit blueprint. And I'd be more than happy to create one on your business. But here's the thing. Okay. What we're going to do is you and I are going to work strategically over quarters to swing the percentage that's going out the door back into your pocket. We're going to look at margins. We're looking to look at efficiencies. We're going to look at inventory. Okay. And by the way, I'd love to gift you a copy of this book. It's called Profit First. And my firm here in Germany is one of the select few that's actually certified to do this right for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot different than
Yes.
saying, hey, read this book. I'm certified in doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody has to walk the talk. Then, okay, one of the things is we teach how to encourage and facilitate the end user moving forward. How do you drip it into the organization? How do you overcome the objections that, oh, these bank accounts, I don't need all of this. It's going to charge so much more money. The reconciliation. We're educating you on how to overcome these objections, how to handle GST, how to handle VAT, how to handle different classifications, how to handle currencies, right?
Yeah.
How to architect the bank accounts to not only eliminate the pains, but achieve the wants.
Yeah.
That's what we're selling. We're
Yeah.
not selling we're profit first professionals. We're selling the value and the benefits of working with our firm, and Profit First just happens to be a tool, a client advisory services that is associated with a well-recognized global brand for validation.
Yeah. Exactly. And when the client then comes and says, yeah, but there's a book that is about $20 and if I'm working with you, it's about 5K.
Yeah, great.
Why would I even invest that?
Yeah.
So
So, do you know every diet has a book? Yet most diets are not successful. Okay. What is the number one way to lose weight? Weight Watchers. Why they have a buddy program. You probably will read the book, but you're probably not going to take action. A Profit First professional is your personal weight loss coach to help you do this. Another example is, listen, you can buy a gym membership for 29 euros a month. Okay. But if it's raining, you may not go. You may not go because you're uncomfortable with all the people there. You may eventually get the results you're looking for. You might hurt yourself. You might be uncomfortable. You might quit. You might do this, might do that. But I guarantee you, if you're investing in a personal trainer and paying a premium for their services, you're going to show up for the gym and you're going to get the results you want better, faster, and sooner without hurting yourself.
And keeping them.
Another example is, listen, anybody can read a book on anything. I can read a book on chiropractic, cracking backs. I read that book. I read it. You want me cracking your back? Do you want anybody who just read a book guessing on your finances?
Yeah.
Really? So you're going to read a book and then go for it. All right. The book is good enough. It'll get you started. But I've seen so many people ruin their businesses because of only book knowledge.
Yeah. And that's also why you want to work with a certified and licensed Profit First professionals, because they are actually educated.
Why do I need a bookkeeper? I can do my own books. Why do I need a tax accountant? I can do my own taxes. Why do I need to go to a mechanic? I can change my own oil. Should we be doing these things? Are we experts? Work with experts.
Yeah. Yeah. I just remember that you years ago you shared on Facebook a meme that really stuck with me is, if you think it's expensive to hire a professional, good luck hiring an amateur.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
I never forget that, because
No.
you shared that, and I think I screenshotted it even, because I felt like this is really the essence of working with a PFP.
Yeah. And so, Profit First professionals are some of the most expensive professionals on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Because it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. And why do you think 500,000 businesses all around the world
More
have
than that. It's close to a million.
already? It's
Yeah.
more, yeah?
Yeah, it's close to 1 million businesses around
Close
the
to
world.
a million. Oh, I have outdated information.
Yeah. The book is selling 2,000 copies a week. It's, we're expanding more and more globally. More and more businesses are seeking out the helps of Profit First professionals all over this globe.
Yeah, because it works.
Yeah. It's not accounting. It's not bookkeeping.
Yeah. Bookkeeping works as well, but I always feel like I don't want to decide on my future on the basis of my bookkeeping.
No.
Neither would I want to hand in a tax file on the basis of profit first. You need both. You
Yeah,
need your bookkeeping to pay the correct taxes. You need profit first to design your future. You can't mix that up.
I
It's not
know.
one fits for all.
No, and so if you're price dictates perception, right?
Mhm.
So if you're closing all your deals, but you're losing a lot of your customers, it's
Yeah,
because you're a commodity,
yeah.
right? And when people pay a premium for products and services, they treat it better, right?
Mhm.
Those that buy fancy cars generally treat them better than those that buy, hoopties, we call them here in America. Okay. Right.
Right.
Right. Those that buy expensive jewelry, okay, tend to treat it better than those that buy costume jewelry.
Mhm.
Right. And so if we see, say you and I, Benita, we're walking down Main Street Booton and we see a necklace and it says, you know, 25 euros. We're going to assume it's, glass. It's not real diamonds. It's not, platinum, not real gold. We might buy it. You bring it home, you lose it. It breaks. No big deal. We'll get another one. But if that,
Mhm.
that necklace is $10,000 and we buy it, chances are it's going to come in heirloom. You and Marcus are going to lock it up. You're going to break it out for special occasions.
Yeah.
Same thing happens when you're paying a premium for services. The people who pay a premium for services want to make it work. They're usually the better customers. They're usually the less pain in the ass customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what
It
do you want
is.
to work with? You want to work with good customers or you want to work with pain in the butt customers? Most of the time, there's people most of the people will buy, the middle package, but there's always going to be bottom of the barrel buyers and there's always going to be luxury buyers.
Yeah.
Where do you want to live?
Yeah. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. So I hope that actually answers your question of how to address the objection of, oh, I read the book, I have everything I need.
Yeah.
So we have a Facebook community with about 600 people that are doing Profit First on their own.
Nice.
And as Profit First professionals, we're in there and we're answering questions to a certain extent. But we're seeing what happens to people that are doing it on their own. What happens if you're not working with a personal trainer in this case is exactly what happens if you're going to the gym on your own. The moment it gets uncomfortable, you're in for excuses. You probably don't actually make the decisions your business requires from you because there's no one that coaches you through that. There's no one at your side. There's no one has your back when you're making those tough decisions. Every one of us has made those tough decisions.
Yeah. So this is the
My
truth of the
first
matter.
profit assessment that I had to present to Mike,
Yeah.
really, I hope the earth would just take me up, suck me up, because it was so embarrassing. It
Well, that's
was,
also the problem, right? Is
yeah,
that, it is what it is. It doesn't matter where you are with Profit First. The fact that you're starting is what really, really counts. But
yes.
also that fear of being embarrassed also paralyzes people to take action. Right. And
Mhm.
so, there's no judging here. It doesn't matter. This is the way to move forward and I see it all the time with accountants. They're afraid to show me their financials because they're not very good.
Yeah, guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty. And it's so,
Doesn't mean you stink at your job. You're awesome at your job, but you're just not following what you're preaching.
yeah. And so this is where we come in as a Profit First professional, as a partner. We're not judging. I have
Right.
not been judged by Ron and Mike.
No.
You were the first to encourage me and say, yeah, but now you're here to do something about it. And that helped me to take these decisions and to really go forward, even if it hurts sometimes.
It's gonna
Because
it,
let's
it's
face it, it
it's
will hurt.
eye-opening. Profit First
Yeah.
is a truth teller. It's
Yeah.
going to tell you what's going on. And
Yeah.
a lot of business owners don't have the mental strength to deal with that truth.
Yes.
Right. And
Because
so,
it hurts.
yep.
It does. It does. And still it helps if someone's at your side who says, I have experienced that with all of my customers,
Yeah.
all of them. And that's why it's so crucial that a profit first professional is having profit first fully
Yeah. That's why we
implemented
need
in
more.
their own
We need
business.
more. We
We
need
need
more to do it right.
absolutely.
Right.
Ron, this has been awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, and for everyone watching right now and thinking, oh, I might want to become a profit first professional. This is it. I want to
Yeah.
have that, or I want to have a profit first professional by my side, or I want my accountant to become a profit first professional. Here's your chance. Just
Awesome.
let us know. Reach out to profitfirstprofessionals.com when you're in the US or somewhere else. If you are in the German speaking market, reach out to profit-first.de. I put it in the chat there. If Ron has some finalizing words for us to go with it.
Yeah, the final words were, if you want to run a successful business, be a successful person, you only got to do what you say you're going to do by when you say you're going to do it. So if you're going to take the action steps to run a better business, well, all you got to do is send that email, pick up that phone, and take the first step towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely what has to happen there. And I'm seeing, yeah, that's the right one. Is it, Ron?
Yep.
Profitfirstprofessionals.com.
Yeah.
So I did it right. So this is for international, and this is for Germany. So just reach out to us and we get you started.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for looking. Thanks for keeping with us. We had constant attendance here and you stayed with us for almost an hour. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to making contact with you.
May the profits be with you.
May the profits be with you. Yes. Bye.